My name is Keenan DiSerrano. I'm interviewing Daniel DiSerrano for Business 1200 Term Project. How has the rise of the technological environment affected productivity for your company?
Well, I suppose obviously the internet's a major thing. Shipping, receiving, communication with suppliers is all, 24 hours a day at home, wherever you are on your phone at the speed of light there. So that's a huge difference. Plus, customers have all the information on products and prices at their fingertips. So that's a huge change as to before.
How has the changes of the economic environment affected what products were being sold?
Well, as people have less and less money, people tend to not purchase any of the frivolous items or items they could borrow from friends or family or rent. So I think cheaper items become more popular and only items that are more based around necessity than want.
How has international trade allowed you to open doors to finding new suppliers for products?
Well, I mean, everything's drop shipped now, so even for the suppliers that we deal with, I mean, basically you can get anything anytime. There's some delays with, brokers and stuff like that, but overall, I mean, look at that, China's drop shipping directly to people's houses now, so anything, it's all open everywhere now.
Have any laws or regulations passed by the government affected your business? If so, do you know what law?
Well, we do an outdoor store, so I mean, the government is overly involved in fish quotas, fish catching, who gets to fish, who doesn't get to fish. So, for example, I mean, they allowed southern Fraser Valley to fish for salmon, but not our area. So that was a huge economic disaster for us, just based on decisions in just for our area, right?
Has your business ever done a social responsibility program, such as charity donations?
Well, we contribute to, we're in a small town, so we contribute to probably 20 or 30, hospitals, fire departments, schools, sports teams, Eagles clubs, legions. I mean, we do all that stuff. Yeah.
As an entrepreneur, what was the biggest challenge of starting your own business?
Well, initially, I think with every business is getting the capital together in friendly interest rate terms to get going, and then after that, I guess the second major hurdle is just letting everybody know that you exist. What are you about? What are your products? What are your pricing? Just try to carve yourself part of that market share.
In order to fund your business, did you ever have to get some sort of financial aid, like a loan from friends, relatives, or banks?
Yeah, we did have to borrow against our house and get some lines of credit and stuff like that to get our initial business up and going. Yeah.
What planning strategies do you use to achieve the goals you set out for your business?
Well, I mean, I'm a small company, so I mean, basically we just sit down, we use flow charts and dates and times and, money in, money out, sales expectations, and just from that basing what you can expect to be able to spend comfortably without putting yourself at risk, and, how much profit you can expect to get in to cover, bills and expenses and that, so.
How do you decide which employees handle which task or workload in your business, and how do you organize workload priority in your business?
Well, it seems like we're always putting out fires, so whatever priority is the most urgent is obviously going to get the most attention. But other than that, it quickly boils down to who has appropriate skills or interests in certain areas that seem to gravitate towards who takes on certain jobs. Just who's more qualified, who's more interested, who has the time, and we kind of just share it out that way, who's best at what.
Have you ever dealt with having a lack of motivation towards your business? If so, what did you do to reignite the spark towards it?
Yeah, there's many times when your business isn't doing well or when there's unforeseen problems that you're not thrilled about all that's going on. But I don't know if there's one thing you can do. I mean, I think you just have to push through and just stick to your plans. And sometimes you have to look at the little numbers and just see where do we have growth and just as long as you're moving forward and getting some growth, I think you can talk yourself into taking that next step and hope it gets better.
Have you ever used advertising or marketing for your business? If so, what types have you used?
All type, internet marketing, billboards, radio ads, magazines, all kinds of things. Yeah.
Do you use an accountant in your business? What is the biggest benefit you find having an accountant provides for your business?
We do use an accountant. We're a corporation. So once you're a corporation, there's all kinds of ins and outs and lots of details that would be hard to fully know unless you're a full-time accountant. It's also nice if there's any problems with the CRA, that accountant can talk directly to the CRA and have a much better chance of challenging what they're asking or what they're saying more than you would. So those are two big things.
Have you noticed a large increase in cashless payments over the last few years? How has this negatively or positively affected your business?
Yeah, cash payments are growing steadily up. I think that's everywhere. It negatively affects us because if someone uses cash, then that's the direct cost. All the credit card companies and providers are secretly raising all their percentages higher and higher and higher. So it's so detailed and convoluted, it's hard to even know. But basically, you're looking at least 3% extra for all credit card or phone payments. So obviously, that's 3% you wouldn't have to pay if someone's using cash. And other factors, if there's ever power outs, which we've had, or the internet is down, which we've had so many customers that just cannot buy our products because they don't have any cash in their pocket.
As a business owner, how difficult has it been competing with other businesses in the same area as you?
Oh, it's been very difficult, especially in a smaller town. There's only so much market share to go around. So yeah, it's an advertising problem. There's lots of aspects, but yes, it's very difficult to fight for market share in a smaller area.
If you could change one thing you did when starting your business, what would it be?
I think we definitely would have done way more research in the demographics, age demographics, and that in the area we chose to open. And I think we would have picked a different area with more people, like a higher population that reflects our demographics better. It's the biggest one.
Okay, thank you.